Heyo everyone, it's JJ Games 719 and welcome back to another video. I know that I'm just a little bit late on all of this, but I've decided that I would like to rank Mario Kart 8's new Wave 5 DLC, whether it be in the form of the 3 new characters or the 8 new tracks added to the game. So, without further ado, let's dive right into this. So to give a little bit of insight on how this ranking system will work, I've decided that it's going to be a little bit simple, but it's going to be very effective. It'll obviously start with F, which is the worst rank, and it'll climb up from D, C, B, A, and then S, which is the best rank. So now that you know a little bit of how this is going to work, let's go right into the first track, Athen's Dash. So immediately, right off the bat, we are starting with a new character added in, which is Petey Piranha himself. Honestly, just to start off with Petey Piranha himself, I'm super happy that this guy was added into the DLC, because Petey Piranha is hands down, ow, goddamn. Okay, really, game? This is perfect. Anyways, Petey Piranha in general is just one of my favorite Mario characters. I don't know why he is, but he's just always appealed to me. I also really like this part of the track, honestly. But overall, it feels really good to have Petey Piranha in this game, because he hasn't been in any Mario Kart game since Double Dash. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I want to give Petey Piranha, like, just an instant S rank, just because he's, like, literally in the game. And I'm just so happy to have him in. But now, let's actually talk about the track itself. Athen's Dash. Honestly, this is probably one of my more favorite core tracks. I'm not gonna lie. It's just very, like, I don't know, it's just very fun, I guess. And I especially like the third lap right here. This part right here, I do actually like this part of the track. I do find it to be very fun. I don't know why. It's like, I just find the layout of this part of the track very interesting, in the fact that, you know, you're just dodging boulders in the last part of the track. It's very fun. Oh god, a blue shell! Oh no! Okay, wait. Oh god, another one! Oh, man. Blue shells hate me. Anyways, this track in general, very good. Very good track. I would say this track is probably an A rank. A rank in my book. I like this track. Daisy Cruiser. Honestly, this is also pretty much a classic from what I know. This track was in Mario Kart. This track was brought back into Mario Kart 7, but now back into the DLC for Mario Kart 8. Honestly, glad to have this track back again. And I do like this track. I actually really like what they did with this track. They just made this, I like that they made this track a lot more, like, lively. And the fact that you saw back there that there's Goombas out. You saw that there's Goombas, you know, just chilling in the inner tubes. There's, you know, people watching the races. It's very fun. Just very small attention to detail to make the place seem more alive and less quiet. And it makes sense that, you know, Daisy Cruiser would have all these people on it. I mean, it's a cruise ship. So, you know, not having it to be empty. Oh, no. No, so, oh, no. Ow. Oh, what is up with all these blue shells? Are you kidding? Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? This is already the 4th blue shell. Also, I like that these tables are not empty anymore, and that they're just, like, sliding around with nobody in them. It's like, okay, I guess the ghosts from Luigi's Mansion are no longer here controlling the tables, which is probably a good sign. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on a haunted cruise ship at all. Daisy, of course Daisy's going to be winning on her own track. Also, I haven't gone down here, so I'm going to show that off. I don't know why, I'm just very biased towards that part of the track. I don't know, okay, I'm acting not about this. Second place is good enough. But I like that aquarium part. The aquarium part is very just intriguing to me, probably because I'm biased towards any kind of like marine life. But I like this track. I want to really say that this track is also, like, this track is an S rank for me. I'm glad to have it back. Very fun. If there's one track that I am happy to have back in this game, it's Moonview Highway of all tracks. I love Moonview Highway. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite tracks in the entire series, and yes, I am tossing that out there without a single care in the world. I love this track so much. And the remix, they did this track justice. I'm not even gonna lie. Like the music, just what they did with the music, the way they made this track like much more like upscale and just chaotic. I love it. And both parts of the track are very good. Though I am a little bit, if there is one thing I'm a little bit disappointed with in this version of Moonview Highway, is that they did remove a couple of things in this track. For example, the moonlight no longer reflects on the water. That's a little bit of a shame because it looks very good. And the vehicles do not speed up in the highway section anymore. Specifically this part. Still a good track nonetheless, and it has banging music. I love it. I do honestly... Ow. Okay, seriously, car? Seriously, car? You're not gonna do this to me. Let me pass you, please. Oh, thank you. There was no way we're gonna struggle against the car there. While there are a few negatives here, I definitely would say that the positives outweigh the negatives here. Alright, and toss the green shell at Waluigi and win, W. They did this track so well, honestly. Instant S rank, and this is probably my favorite track in the entire DLC. Nothing is gonna beat this. Nothing is gonna beat Moonview Highway. I love this track way too much. I mean, heck, I'm already, like, kind of biased towards this track because Mario Kart Wii is just so, like, it's just such a nostalgic thing for me. So, obviously, Moonview Highway is just gonna be, like, I'm obviously gonna be happy with this track. Alright, it's this track. The very funny bathroom track. But I have decided to take the liberty of switching characters over to our boy, Wiggler. Wiggler, he is back from Mario Kart 7. And, while I do like Wiggler, I'm not gonna lie, this track, don't really care for it that much, honestly. I don't know. I don't know what I don't like about this track. There's just something about it that I just don't really care for. I mean, to be honest, the music on this track doesn't really, it doesn't grab my attention, if I may be honest. Really, Kamek? You're gonna do that to me? He was really just gonna do that to me. Wow, thank you. Now look at that, you're getting karma. Also, a little minor thing that bothers me about Wiggler is that the little, train noise that usually plays whenever he becomes angry, yeah, that's kind of absent here. I am happy that they kept the anger mechanic, but I do think that they could have added in the little train whistle. That would have been it would have just been a, little neat touch, I guess. I feel like, in my personal preference, Wiggler would probably be... It would definitely be an A-tier character. Very happy he's in the game. I like it. He's a good character. But I mean, honestly, if there's one character I think should definitely come back, it's definitely Funky Kong. Everybody loves Funky Kong. Even though I do like Wiggler being in the game, I'm afraid I can't really say the same for Squeaky Clean Sprint. For me, the music isn't really that good to me, and I don't really care for the way the track is. I don't know, it just feels very random and out there. For me, I just feel like this track is kind of like an F tier to me. I don't know, I just don't really like it that much. Alright, we are halfway through Wave 5's DLC. So now, moving on to part 2 of it. But before we get to that, if you're enjoying this video, then you should definitely hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Mario Kart and Nintendo content. Anyways, let's get on to part 2 of Wave 5, starting with Los Angeles Laps. You know, just thinking about it, toads have no right to be that large. Like, wow, that is terrifying to have a toad be that large, taller than a Wiggler. That's honestly a very scary thought, is a toad being like 7 feet tall. You could just stomp on you at that point. But who's throwing bombs at me? Are you kidding me? You don't throw bombs at me. You don't throw bombs at me. That's rude. Look at Cannon. He's gonna do the same thing. No. Ow. See? Look what you did. Why would you do such a thing? That's horrible. Yeah, look at that. The Mario Kart karma has just hit you, Cannon. That's why you don't throw bombs at people. As for my personal preference of this track, the first time I saw this track, I honestly did not have a very good time with the track. Probably because it was 200cc, and I feel like this track does not work well with 200cc at all. It's actually very, like, it's just very, like, I don't know. 200cc on this track, there's a lot of, like, tight turns and, like, thin corridors. This is very confusing a lot of the time. And I often find myself running into walls on this track on 200cc. But overall on this track, don't really care for this track. Like, I don't really care for this track too much. It's better than Squeaky Clean Sprint, but I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna go with the D rank for this track. Alright, there's no way I'm about to aim at D. There's no way. If he passes me, this red shell is gonna go flying at him. Wait, he's gonna fly right at me. Okay, he's not gonna. I'm just gonna throw it back up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's go. Returning from the days of Mario Kart Super Circuit, his Sunset Wilds. Oh boy, I have a couple of things to say about this track. I'm not gonna lie. If there's a quick positive I have to say about this track, I like the music. I like the new remix of this track. I don't know. I don't know what I like about it, I just do like it. Damn it, did you really just destroy my banana? Wow, I got so angry there, I couldn't even say banana correctly. Okay, you know, from this point forward of the video, Panic is our enemy. We are not going to let him beat us. There we go, take that. Everybody type L Panic in comments. Anyways, opinions about this track. I do definitely think that they messed up this track a little bit, but they didn't completely. Oh my god, another detail. So, first off, they removed the sunset part of this track. I'm willing to bet that was from. I'm willing to bet that banana was from. I don't know why they removed the sunset part of Sunset Wilds, because this track does not turn to nighttime, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna deny that. But then another thing that they kind of like messed up with this track a little bit is the Shy Guys. They do not really do much of anything anymore. They kind of just they stand there out in the middle of the track. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe in the original version of Sunset Wilds, the Shy Guys would actually jump out at you and steal, like, items from you and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I feel like they could have still done that, but I guess what's done is done. First one... Really, Kamek? Really? Kamek? There is... No. He's gonna win. No! He beat us, dude. Overall, I feel like this track is kinda mid. Like, it's not bad, but there's definitely a couple things that they messed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and say C rank for this track. It's just kind of mid. It's not horrendous, but they did mess up a couple of things. Moving on though, onto the last two tracks. It just occurred to me that I'm switching characters, like, after I just said that Kamek is our enemy for the rest of this video, which means we're playing as the enemy. I'm sorry, I disappointed you guys. I have betrayed you, and this is a horrible thing of me to do. Also, Koopa Cave. I'm happy that this track is back. Like, this track... Okay, I messed up there. This track definitely deserved to come back. Like, it would have been very just out of place if this track was just gone and it never came back. Also, if you listen closely, they added back in the River remix, which I am very happy with because I don't really know which version of Koopa Cave is my favorite, but it's either the... If I'm feeling in a more energetic mood, I feel like the River remix is probably my favorite, but if I'm more in a chill mood, then I would say that the Underwater version is probably my favorite. But this track, boy am I happy that this track is back. I believe I have mentioned, like, back on Moonlight Highway that I have a lot of nostalgia with Mario Kart Wii. So seeing this track come back, it's just, like, it makes me happy. Because it reminds me of Mario Kart Wii. Just so many good memories with that game. Moving on to Kamek himself, just a little bit of an interesting point I want to bring up. I'm pretty sure that this is a widely known fact at this point, but Kamek was actually originally going to be in Mario Kart 64. However, he was scrapped at the last minute. Then he was originally going to be in Mario Kart 8, the Wii U version, and he was scrapped. So, seeing Kamek, you know, actually in the game now, it just feels worth it. It feels very worth it to see him again. And I'm glad he finally was able to actually appear in a Mario Kart game. And I'm very happy for all of the Kamek fans who have wanted him in the game just for so long. I feel like Kamek as a character in this game, definitely an S tier character, because he's deserved to be in this game. He really has. For Koopa Cave, definitely also an S rank. Maybe an A rank. It's either an A or an S rank for Koopa Cave. Anyways, moving on to the final track of the Wave 5 DLC. Here we are, the final track of Mario Kart 8's Wave 5 DLC. And after this, we only have one more DLC pack to go. Which, honestly, it surprises me that this DLC has gone by so quick. But there's been so many tracks that have been added on, honestly. This track, though. Honestly, okay, so I know I said earlier in the video that Athena's Dash is definitely my more preferred tour track. But this track is absolutely amazing. This is a very, very fun track. And I especially enjoyed this part, even on 200cc. Because this part right here is very fun on 200cc because you can just go so fast. And I'm just now listening to the music on this track, and honestly, this music is actually kind of fire. But this music is very good. I feel like this music is just something I would listen to whenever I just want to chill and relax, you know? Like if I'm just feeling like very relaxed or something, you know? This feels like something I would listen to. I have been passed by Metal Mario. This is... Ow! Like, watch it, dude. Like, watch where you're throwing that boomerang. You're gonna hurt people with that. Even though I know that's kind of the point of Mario Kart is to disorient people with your items, but still, you're gonna hurt someone, okay? Like, have some consideration. Last second W, let's get it. First place. Just realized how beautiful this track actually is. Honestly, I would say this track's a B rank. This track is actually pretty alright. I like this track. Very nice. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all 8 new tracks and all 3 new characters for Mario Kart 8's Wave 5 DLC. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Nintendo content. And let me know in the comments below if you agree with any of my ranking opinions in this video. But personally, I'm excited to see what they have in store for this. Sadly, this will be the last wave of DLC, but I'm excited to see what they have. So, I think that'll be it for now. I'll see you guys later, and stay fresh.